Hey y'all, this is for the skills assessment. This is for employees to fill out their personal assessments. You might be seeing a black screen, we may be popped up by now, just bear with me. To log into Paycom, navigate to www.paycomonline.com. You will then click on Employee, type in your username, which should be your work email address unless you have not changed your default username. Type in your password and then the last four of your social. Log in. Welcome to Paycom. There is one thing I would like to show you in advance of showing you the assessment. This assessment includes talking about your prior goals, and if you remember the last time we talked about goals, those were done via a Woohoo form. We have modernized ourselves since caveman times. So to view that, you go to My Documents, which can be found here in the center, or you click on Documents and Tasks here and click on My Documents. Under there you will see your spring assessment. If you do not see a spring assessment, that is because either A, you weren't with us at that time that we did these assessments, but now we are super glad that you're here, or B, the supervisor never sent the assessment to finance. So we don't have one on file. If you don't have one on file, please get with your supervisor and either have them find the form that they filled out, or just have conversation with them and see what your last three goals were. You can click on this to open it up. Most of y'all will have a PDF version. Okay. To complete your assessment, you need to either click on My Performance Reviews down here, or you can also click on it here, My Performance Reviews. You will see your old assessment from August, and here is the December assessment for skills. Click on View Review. Some notes. One, you can print your review if you want to just handwrite some notes to think through this. That may help process for some people. Another thing to note is this one has a rating scale. It's at the top. You just click the plus sign to view the scale, or the minus sign to take it away. You'll see zones 0 through 5. 0 not being the most ideal, and 5 being the most amazing person. You're probably fairly close to Jesus at zone 5. So please read through the descriptions and be honest with yourself, be honest with your supervisor as to how you truly feel that the following questions reflect your zones. The assessment that we're going to start with is in competencies. Please assess and discuss your performance with respect to your competency and skill in getting the job done. Provide examples where they may be helpful. For each area requiring a rating, compare your performance with the expectations for our staff, your role, and your team, and rate on the following scale. Again, that's here. So if you scroll down, you'll see a few sections. This one is excellence in general skills. There are 3 questions that it will ask. Read through the questions. Here's what it is applicable to, and then you rate yourself. After all of this is submitted, supervisors will also rate you on the same question and subject with the same scale. If there's any notes you want to make, feel free to make the notes here. The next section is excellence in leadership development. Again, there are the subjects a description of what they're really truly asking you to reflect on, and you rate yourself. The next section is excellence in accomplishing role-specific goals and expectations for team success. Here you will be listing your 3 prior goals or expectations. You can refer back to those in the document section where I just pointed y'all to. Please read through the description, rate yourself, and make any comments. New goals will be assigned by your supervisor. Supervisors will have those instructions in a different video, how-to, and y'all will discuss that together when you meet with your supervisor in January. The next section is a self-assessment summary. So this is a different rating scale. There's not a place to put that, so it is in the description. You can see that here, what the numbers are and what their associated rating is. Please read what you're rating yourself on here, then rate yourself here, and make any comments as necessary. This is a supervisor-only response. Please skip this section. The next section that you come to are review questions. The first section are successes and struggles. There are 4 questions. You've got a title here, and then the actual question that they're asking there. There is no rating. Please just write your responses here and thoughtfully respond to your heart in each of these situations. After successes and struggles, there's a section on developing leaders. Here we're asking who you're investing in, and each of the following steps along the path of development of a leader in executive leadership list the names of people you're intentionally investing in. Mention where they are, either in process or have successfully transitioned through that step. Use this as a starting point to discuss and get help in your leadership development strategy with your supervisor. There are 5 sections. You can see which each one is. The person for not following Jesus to being a disciple of Jesus, and who is that person. Disciple to participant in MC and executive ministry. List that person or people, and it continues through each of the 5. Again, there is a supervisor-only section. There's 3 questions. Please do not answer that. That is for the supervisor, so feel free to skip those sections. If there's anything else you want to include, write notes here. Other things to consider is that you can upload a document here if you just feel like you do not have enough space in the above sections to write, or you just prefer to write in a Word document. Type that out, save it as a PDF, and upload the file. By clicking on Choose File, you'll navigate and find the file that you saved, and then upload the file. This is not necessary. This is just additional if you need it. Sign your name as it appears here. Put the date. You can save your changes if you are working on it and then you need to come back. Otherwise, click Final Approve to send that to your supervisor.